If you have a Midea mini split air conditioner, this is its outdoor PCB. We are currently checking the error codes on this PCB. The error code currently displayed is E4. The meaning of E4 can vary between 1 ton and 1.5 ton units. However, in this case, E4 means that the room temperature sensor is faulty or short-circuited. Let me show you where the room temperature sensor is located on this unit. The room temperature sensor is located on the PCB here. This is the room temperature sensor, and it's connected to CN2. If there's a short circuit here, it will cause this problem. Also, if there's no 5 volts supplied to this point for some reason, it will also cause this issue. So you'll need to check the PCB in that case. However, the problem is usually with the sensor itself. If it's short-circuited, replacing it will resolve the E4 error and the unit will start working again. Let's talk about the room temperature sensor and its correct value. Currently, the temperature is reading 24.2 degrees and the sensor is showing a value of 10.55 kiloohms. So if you install a 10 kiloohm sensor, the error will be resolved and the unit will function properly. Now let's look at the next error code, which is E5. For a standard 1.5 ton unit, the E5 error represents something different. However, when it comes to a 2-ton unit, apart from the room temperature sensor, there is another sensor installed, which is the pipe coil sensor. Let me show you its position. Now you can see the second sensor installed here, which is the pipe coil sensor, labeled as CN3T2 pipe. This is the pipe coil sensor. Check it carefully. If it's open or short-circuited, it will cause an issue. If there's no 5-volt supply to it, then it's a PCB problem, and you'll need to inspect the PCB. Resolving this issue might fix the problem. The pipe coil sensor works in a specific way and has a designated position where it must be installed. If it's not placed in the exact position, it can also cause issues. Let's now talk about the value it should have. Currently, the temperature is 24.5 degrees, which is approximately close to 25 degrees. When its value was checked, it showed 10.14 kiloohms at 25 degrees. If this is the fixed value, then the sensor is perfectly fine. However, if the value fluctuates, it means the sensor is faulty. In that case, replacing the sensor will resolve the error. Now, the next error code we're seeing is E3. Whenever the E3 error occurs, it is usually related to the fan motor. If the fan motor gets jammed or becomes too stiff to operate, this issue will arise, as it will fail to generate proper feedback. I've already created a detailed video explaining this issue, including the motor's circuit. By watching that video, you can resolve the feedback issue. Additionally, if the motor's wires are not properly connected or there's a loose connection, the E3 error will also appear. If a wire is cut or damaged, this will lead to the same issue. If the motor isn't running because it's not receiving electricity, you should check the motor's connector. If the wires from the connector are broken or cut, the motor won't receive power, and the error will persist. Moreover, there's a capacitor associated with the motor. If this capacitor becomes weak, it can also cause the issue. This is a 3 microfarad capacitor, and replacing it might resolve the problem and make the unit work properly. Talking further about the E3 error, it could also be due to a PCB fault. There are certain components on the PCB that, if damaged, can cause this problem and trigger the E3 error. If the microcontroller is functioning properly and the voltages are being output correctly, you should then check the MC3022. This component, also known as a photocoupler, might be faulty. It drives low voltages and then passes them to the triac, which controls the motor's speed. If the photocoupler is damaged, it can lead to issues. Additionally, check the R902 resistor. If this resistor is faulty, it can also cause the same problem. Inspect all these components carefully, and I'm confident you'll be able to resolve not just this error, but other errors as well. Click on the left or right thumbnail to watch our next videos, and subscribe. Thank you.